Good morning, and thank you for coming. I'm Kelly Coleman, and I am Vice President of Marketing for Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. And I want to thank you for joining us this morning. During this brief event, we're going to let you shop quickly, I promise. But we're going to introduce you to officials from both Goodwill and the community who will make it clearer why we say, you donate and shop, we train, people work. Then we'll open the doors to this beautiful new store so you can enjoy. As we begin, I'd first like to introduce and acknowledge some of our special guests who have joined us today. Please let me know where you are by raising your hands so we can recognize you. First of all, from Congressman Goodlet's office, we have Pete Larkin. Pete. We have Delegate Chris Head joining us. From Roanoke County Board of Supervisors, Al Bedrosian. From Salem Roanoke County Chamber of Commerce, Haley Reed. We've got quite a contingency from Roanoke County here with us today. Jill Loop is here, Economic Development Director, and quite a few other folks. So if you will just raise your hand to be recognized if you're with Roanoke County. We have Joyce Wall joining us from the Roanoke Regional Chamber of Commerce. From Piedmont Companies, the developer of this beautiful new store, we have joining us Willie Hefner, Sandy Cashon, Wanda Johnson, and David Johnson. From David E. Looper and Company, the general contractor on this new store, we have Brian Walker and Roger Young. From our Goodwill board, we have our chair, Lou Bishop. We also have prior board member John Coker and Goodwill volunteer and his wife, shopper extraordinaire, Charlotte Coker. Again, we are very pleased you are all joining us for this celebration. And I would first like to introduce the chair of Goodwill's Board of Directors, Lou Bishop, for his comments.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What a great group of folks. I'm only going to take a minute and a half here because I know you want to get inside and do some shopping. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. 3 valleys. We do Shenandoah Valley, we do New River Valley, and Roanoke Valley. And this Goodwill store is a part of Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. Last year, we helped train and place and support nearly 2,900 people into meaningful employment. Wow, an amazing number. And we did it, and it was done because of people like you in this audience, people who donate, people who shop, people who tell their friends about Goodwill. This is what generates the funds to help Goodwill, to help people in employment. And by the way, most of that nearly 3,000 people were people with perceived barriers. They had physical issues, they had cognitive issues, they had age issues, they had maybe felony issues. So Goodwill has done a tremendous job, and it's thanks to you. We think this new store is a way of saying thanks to you. We think it's right-sized and convenient for you, and we hope you love it as much as we do. Thank you so much.
And as Lou said, nearly 2,900 people are now earning a paycheck. And that is of the 90,000 people who walked through our door last year in need of help. Goodwill is all about work and helping people find better employment. Next, I'd like to introduce Pete Larkin, who will speak on behalf of Congressman Goodlet's office.
Thanks, Kelly. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's great to be here on Congressman Goodlet's behalf. And I also, like Lou, will only speak very briefly because I definitely do not want to stand in the way of this long line of folks who are happy to be here to help support Goodwill Industries. And it's a dollar and cents thing. The dollars and cents that they will go through these doors and spend will then be turned around in support of this community and the people who go to work for Goodwill Industries. It's something that the congressman calls that proverbial hand up instead of a hand out. It's an opportunity for the people like Kelly that she mentioned and that Lou mentioned, who may not otherwise be able to find a job easily out in the community. Goodwill stands up for them, brings them in here, trains them, and helps them be better prepared to move on to bigger and better things in life. So thank you very much for allowing me to be here this morning. I'm one of those people, my wife, my son, and I, who regularly go to those donation centers and turn in our lightly used goods so that they can be turned around for the betterment of this organization. Thank you very much.
I just saw somebody else walk up I'd like to recognize over there. She's hiding now. Her name is Melinda Payne, and she is also on our board of directors. Melinda? I'd now like to ask Delegate Chris Head to join us for his comments.
I will be extremely brief, but it is an exciting thing to see what has emerged just out of the ground so very quickly here that helps to provide so much for this community. And it's great for economic development in the region as a whole. More importantly, the work of Goodwill and taking people who oftentimes feel like they haven't had an opportunity, they don't have any chance. Not only do they have a chance, but it gives meaning to them, it gives meaning to our whole community. It's a marvelous thing. Everything that we are supposed to do in the legislature in Virginia is to help be good stewards and try to encourage that good stewardship of the resources. And Goodwill is a very, very good steward of the resources, and we're thrilled to have you here as a part of things. And it's just really exciting. My office is just across the street, and we also contribute, but we also come in and shop. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to come in and have this so close. And we're just very excited. So thank you so much for having me be here. And we're just really excited, and congratulations to Goodwill for this wonderful facility.
Now I would like to ask from Roanoke County Board of Supervisors, Al Bedrosian, to join us.
Okay, I too am going to be brief, but the reason is because they told me I can't speak for more than 2 minutes. So that's the real reason, but a lot to say about the Goodwill. I will tell you this, that at the previous location, they were just a few minutes from the church I attend. And now at this location, you're right in my back door at my house. So Goodwill, I guess, is just kind of following me around. So I appreciate that. You know, one thing about Goodwill, it's all the other stuff that happens behind the scenes, and that was mentioned before about training people and then employment, which is the real big thing. But the nice thing is that you can also shop here and get good things at good prices. So it works. It's a great system all around, and we really appreciate you being in the county. Now, I have the honor, Mr. Phipps, CEO and President, Bruce Phipps, thank you for being here. And I want to give you this certificate of appreciation from Roanoke County. Thank you for being a neighbor in Roanoke County. Appreciate that very much. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, if I miss one of the board of directors, I might get in trouble. So Harvey Brookins over there, I hadn't recognized him yet, and Harvey is with us as well. I'd now like to ask Joyce Wall, President of the Roanoke Regional Chamber of Commerce, to come to the podium for her comments.
Good morning again. Anytime we invest in our community and invest in people, as Goodwill does so very well, it's a very good day. We're awfully glad that they're here and do the good work that they do, and that all of us, as a result, benefit. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one more speaker who's going to be joining us, and that is our President and CEO, Bruce Phipps. And then we will ask our speakers following that to help us cut the ribbons or the ties.
Thank you, Kelly, and good morning, everyone. Glad to have you here. This is an outstanding day for Goodwill Industries, and I know that I'm the last person standing between you and the bargains. You've got to be happy about that, being the last speaker. So I promise to be brief, but we can never say thank you enough. Thank you for your support, and it's really greatly appreciated. It's also very important to those we serve, as well as those that we employ here at our Goodwill organization. Your attendance here today makes a statement, and that statement recognizes the value that Goodwill brings to the communities we serve. Through Goodwill, people are able to realize their dreams of improving their work skills and taking care of their family and building a better future. As we celebrate this new store, I want to thank our staff. Most of them are standing here behind us for all their hard work. We've got Mindy Boyd, who is our Vice President Retail. Unfortunately, she could not be with us here today, but we also have Brandy Taber, who is our Donated Goods Regional Director. Brandy, where are you? Oh, over there. She's hiding. Oh, there she is. Mike Henderson, our Donated Goods District Manager. Mike's over there. Jim Forer, Jim Forer, who is our Hollins Store Manager. There's Jim, and the rest of our Goodwill team members here at the Hollins store. Goodwill is an economic development enterprise that embraces the world by creating jobs and by training our workforce and putting people into careers. Our stores are an economic engine that drives Goodwill, which in turn impacts the entire community. And your donations are the fuel for that engine. The donated goods business generates about 2/3 of our Goodwill total revenue, and because of your support, we are able to provide services to those 90,000 people and create those jobs that we've been hearing about. This year, about 50,000 people have already been supported, and that's a result of the continued support that we have from the community. In these tough economic times, earning a paycheck, contributing to the welfare makes a lasting impact on our community. Our stores do contribute to the tax base. We provide low-cost shopping alternatives and recycle and reuse. We generate revenues to support our job training and employment programs, as well as provide on-site training right here at this site. The commitment that we have to the many different communities we serve is strong, and this store is an investment that will long pay dividends to our donors and our shoppers, as well as those we serve. So as we prepare to cut the ties, I'd like to ask you to reflect on the significance of this ceremony. Cutting ties frees us to become more independent and self-reliant. And cutting ties opens up new opportunities for people to overcome barriers to employment. And cutting ties allows people to dream and to create a better community. Thank you again for being here. Now, if we could have the ties, those people that are ready to help me cut the ties, join me up front here. We've got a huge set. We do want to do that. We'll just step right in front here.
And if you'll just come forward a little, there you go.